girls, how are you all keeping? I'm Sinead and one of the Gaelic for Teens ambassadors. I currently play football with Foxar Cabinteely and previously with Tipperary for a long number of years.
Hi, my name is Máire. I am from County Meath and I am one of the Gaelic for Teens ambassadors. This video is going to focus on how to stay connected with teammates and friends and family during this very tough time.
So a big thing I'm sure like everyone's struggling at the moment is trying to stay in touch. At the minute, I normally live with three other housemates, but everybody has gone home to be with their families whilst I'm still up in Dublin working in a hospital. So it's really hard. I'm completely by myself for like 4 days of the week when I'm not working. So how I'm staying in touch with my parents in particular is ringing them or even using video call when they're doing something. So staying in touch with people isn't just about kind of talking or being there, or like it can simply be doing an activity together. So you could be helping out your parents, either like doing some cooking, doing the wash up, doing something in the garden maybe, or like simply going for a walk together, for kicks in the park or out the back in your garden, whatever that may be. And that's something that I'm finding really useful, is literally ringing my parents when I'm doing something like not great, like the wash up, or like friends, just so the mundane task just flies by and you're getting the chats in, you have a bit of crack. So that's something that I just find really useful. So I'd suggest giving that a go.
Myself and my teammates wanted to come up with a system, or a way of staying connected with each other. We'd be used to seeing each other a couple of days a week, so we wanted to come up with the way that we could stay connected and in touch with each other. So a system that we came up with and that we find really useful is called a buddy system. So how that works is your management, or one of your managers at the start of the week on the Monday buddies up all the players together. So you've one buddy for that week, and all you do is you give them a text, a phone call, a FaceTime, Snapchat, whatever it is you want, and you just check in with them, and it doesn't have to be a big commitment that week. It's just a small little check-in, see how they're getting on, and yeah, just to check in. You can be as creative as you like. I received a letter last week from the girl that I was buddied up with, and that was lovely because I can't remember the last time I received a letter in the post from somebody that wasn't a bill or something not fun. So you can be as creative as you like with them, but I suppose the idea is then when the week is finished and the next week comes around, you are paired up with a different buddy, and it just makes sure that you are staying connected and staying in touch with different members of your team.
The next area that I'd like to focus on would be school. So I'm sure you're probably really actually missing a bit of school now at this stage. I know for me, when I was in secondary school, I'd be dying to go back to school at the end of summer holidays, because I'd have been with my two brothers literally all summer, had enough of them, and wanted to go back. So I'm sure you're the same. Probably actually missing the banter in the classroom, just the routine probably as well, which is a massive thing. So definitely, I know loads of schools are doing online learning, giving you work to do, doing Zooms and different things like that. So definitely you mightn't want to maybe do it every day, but definitely to stay in touch, let your teachers know kind of where you're at, if you're struggling, if you need a bit of help, if you're not enjoying the video content or the online content, I'm sure they can switch things up and help you out. So really definitely put up the hand, get in touch with them, help other classmates out as well, because I'm sure you're not the only one there. You never are. So really, by you maybe airing something that is bothering you can help so many other of your classmates. So make sure to stay in touch with your teachers, and most importantly with your classmates. What might be a nice idea, like what Marie has done for buddying up with a fellow teammate, you could do that with a fellow classmate. which would be really nice. So maybe like your year heads, whoever that is, or like just nominate someone in the class, or that can be you. You can take over that leadership role and buddy up every week, maybe check in with a different classmate, help them out with a certain subject if you're, you feel like, oh yeah, I'm actually good at this thing, or I understand that topic that you're studying at the minute, that maybe you could lead the class and teach others, or just share your knowledge. So just reach out to your classmates and link in with your teachers as well, because they're struggling just as much. They're actually missing you just as much as maybe you're missing them at this stage.
Something else that we did with this buddy system was 1 week. Our management told us our buddies, but didn't tell the rest of the team who everyone's buddies were. And on that Friday, we had a Zoom meeting. And what that Zoom meeting entailed was that week we were to find out 3 things about our buddy. So it could have been what their favourite colour is, how many siblings they have, somewhere mad that they've been in the world, or maybe like a fear that they have, or some hidden talent that we didn't know about. And we had to tell the rest of the team on that Zoom meeting, and they had to guess which team member it was. And that was a very fun exercise, and there was a lot of interesting things learned about each other, and it was a great way of learning different things about each other. It's a weird time, and I found that we were all getting to know each other a lot better, because I suppose we're not seeing each other, so we have to come up with different ways to stay connected, and we found this way really good, and I would really encourage you to try it. If this way doesn't suit you, come up with a different way of staying connected with each other. But make sure that you do check in with each other and do stay connected.